All right, Hannah. We are looking at your backstroke underwater, commentary by Coach Chris. Just like last time, let's take a look at it full speed so we can watch how your stroke flows. Really nice glide off that push off. That stands out. So I only see a couple things. As we talked about above water, your shoulder roll is really good. You're really good at leading with that shoulder. And that's really key for athletes of your age. Let's go back. We're going to watch it kind of slow. You're doing a good job getting the pinky in. You can see it in this frame. See the kick, how that knee kind of pokes out? That's just a little bit too wide with the kick. We want to keep that kick a little narrower, keep the knee in the water. That's something to focus on. So I'm watching this, and the first thing that stands out is I really like your pull. Because a lot of kids your age don't bend that elbow, and they don't get a really good catch. So watch a hand come in. See how you catch that water? Now, the only thing I don't like about your catch, and it is a really good catch, is this first movement here. See how your pinky goes in? We're going to watch this. You're anchoring. That's perfect. For an athlete your age, it's very, very difficult skill. Look at how your shoulder's low. Now, I said on the above water video that your shoulder is not leading the stroke enough, but it is getting down, and that's a great position for a really strong pull. I mean, look at that, shoulders down. Your hand can grab some good water. You're not reaching flat along the side too much. And here you're anchoring well, but see how your hand's turned? You're turning your hand down a little too much. So we're going to take a look here. See how the hand's pointing this way? We don't want the hand pointed that way. We want the hand straight up and down. We want the hand straight up and down so that we're catching the water and pushing it, getting ready to push it straight back that way. So the very first thing you're doing is you're just kind of turning the palm down. Try to keep that hand oriented straight up and down after you catch that water. So we're going to frame forward because the rest of this is a really good pull. Nice job. Now you're going to hear some coaches, and you will hear some coaches who are going to tell you that when you pull, watch this pull, that you shouldn't finish with a little bit of a flourish down. And that's something that's being debated right now. I think it's a more natural motion. Now, you don't want to go too deep. This is about as deep as you want to go. But if you watch any Olympians video, you're going to see them finish in the exact same way. So there's this myth that people are this idea that you should finish, directly back, like you're placing your palm on the side of your leg. But this kind of twist at the end where the palm goes down and you kind of push down, that's found in every Olympian stroke. So you may hear coaches tell you that, and I'm not telling you not to try it, but I just want to give you a little bit of a heads up, a little bit of knowledge that is something that Olympians do, and they do find it. And even though you'll hear coaches say that it's not taught anymore, it might not be taught anymore, but everyone does it who's fast. So I'm not going to sit here and tell you not to do it because I think that's a natural part of the stroke. So try to keep that hand open. This right hand keeps closing a little bit as your hand comes in. Kind of see it. That one's good. But see how you kind of turn that palm down? That's what we got to kind of work on setting. But for your age, your pull, very solid. And as I said above water, I love this turn. Simple. You're getting over. You're getting in. This actually looks a little bit tighter on the streamline. Okay, but see how the arms are kind of loose, and you can tell they're loose because these hands are loose. You see how the hands are kind of tilted this way? So try and keep everything nice and compact, and try and lay that head back more. Okay, so right now you're looking pretty much down at your knees, and you need to keep the head back. And I know it's uncomfortable without a nose clip, but you need to keep the head back, and you need to keep the eyes looking straight up because that's streamlined. You can tell you're not streamlined here because the water is hitting this entire surface. So that's going to slow you down a little bit. Nice wide kick, though. I really like that motion of your kick. And we work hard on the dolphin kick in this group, so that's something we're going to try and get you more comfortable. See how you're kind of twisted on your side too? Again, that's just you being a little uncomfortable on your back without your nose clip. So really good breakout. And we'll work on getting more comfortable. You know, I suggest you should do some dolphin kick, you know, do some of the dolphin kicking on your back without a nose clip, just kind of to get used to it. Because, you know, what happens if a nose clip falls off during a race? Do you want your backstroke race to be bad, or do you want to skip out on your kickouts, which are getting good, just because your nose clip falls off? So here's a good example. This is the last thing I want to talk about, because your kick's looking solid. And like I said, if I really look at anything, watch the beginning of this catch. And the only reason I'm focused on it is because your catch is so good. It's almost exactly where we want it. But you're just rotating that palm down. See, you can... this palm's down, just rotating it a little bit too far. And so when we get into this first part of the pull, see how the hand's down? We're going to frame back. See how that hand's down at this stage? We're not pulling ourselves forward. We're not grabbing any water. So again, keep this hand straight up and down. Okay, so what I would suggest is when we're doing pull sets and you have your paddles on, or swim sets with paddles on, focus on setting your hand like you are and keeping that paddle straight up and down through the entire pull. And I know you're such a hard worker, you like to go really fast, but slow it down a little bit sometimes, so you can make sure you're getting that hand in the proper position, in the proper orientation. Because when you flatten that palm out like this part, like you're losing this entire part of the pull. You're not pulling any water. You're sliding your hand through. Now you're catching. Here's where you're pulling. See how your hand flattened out? So now you're actually grabbing water and pushing it. So Hannah, I see a lot of good things about your backstroke. Really like the shoulder roll. Really like the kick. Really like the recovery. Got to widen out our right arm a little bit, because we're not quite in that wide position on the right side, so it gives us a little imbalance. Got to work really hard on keeping that head still when we swim. And then we also got to work on this catch, keeping that hand in proper orientation, because your catch is the best part of your stroke. Your pull is the best part of your stroke, and if you can just keep that hand in the right position, in the right orientation, tilted the right way, straight up and down, if you can hold on to that water, it's going to make you an even better backstroker. So, great job, Hannah. Hope this helps, and I will see you at practice.